Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alex. I'm the devil's advocate. I talk about movies, music, TV, video games, and politics over here on this space. Today is American Wasp Day. Deter will be here shortly. He is on a important phone call. Um, so yeah, I'm here, and you got to deal with me yet again because I'm back, baby. I'm back from vacation, and I could not stop thinking about being on camera and talking about stuff. So let's get started right away. I have a little topic that I can do on my own, and then save the rest for Dieter. This is just a little fun for me, okay? Because I have been sick and tired of seeing this fuck show up everywhere. And he is thankfully, I'm sure funded by someone, by some benefactor, much like the WNBA harassers, the two failed NBA players who are like, oh, we're going to go submit to be drafted by the WNBA because now we identify as women. They're fucking trying to pull a South Park from 10 years ago joke about like Macho Man. Actually, even before that, Caitlyn Jenner joke. But like, this guy is Jake Lang, who I'm talking about. And Jake Lang's an asshole. Okay? An asshole white supremacist douche who was hosting a protest in Minneapolis. And this happened. A counter protester dressed as Spider-Man punched him in the face. Okay, and I wrote on Twitter, superheroes rose in popularity in the late 30s and early 40s. This is because they fought corporate goons, corrupt politicians, and Nazi sympathizers. Almost 90 years later, we are once again in an age where we look to heroes. I forgot to write two. Look to heroes because the same forces are uniting to oppress us. This is something that is no news to me. It should be no news to a lot of you. But yes, the rise of superheroes coincided with the rise of fascism and the rise of the mafia, the rise of just unbridled corruption in government, post-Reconstruction, and this idea of no one's going to stop us. So two Jews from Brooklyn created Superman. And we're like, well, Superman can stop you because he can't be shot. He can't be negotiated with. He can't be stopped. And he will bring you to justice. If you can't get Capone, if you can't get Hitler, if you can't get, politicians out of office because they're double dealing, whatever it is, insider trading, Superman can find it. Superman can find the evidence. He can go into the office. No one can stop him. He can grab you. And then came Batman, a little darker, a little less kind than Superman. Now, both of them didn't really have any qualms about killing initially. Actually, I don't know about Superman. I'm pretty sure Superman also didn't give a fuck. But straight up, there are covers of Batman where they're like firing machine guns at Nazis, okay? So it is not a new thing. And yeah, man, I mean, this is just old school pulp kind of stuff happening in real life. This was the photo that got big from it. Oh my God. Can I please just pull up a photo and not have it be a whole fucking thing? Whatever, dude. This is the photo that people are saying is going to land in the history books. It's even got like part of the sign that says the N-word on it. It's got the white cross, the glasses coming off the face. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. And while we don't advocate for violence here, is it violence to attack a Nazi? I don't know. I think every politician should be asked that question. Is it okay to punch a Nazi? I remember that being a debate years ago. around the when Richard Spencer got punched in the face. But if there was any question on allegiances, Star Tribune reveals days of communication between Jake Lang's team and Minneapolis police. Minnesota Star Tribune reviewed dozens of messages showing several days of coordination between far-right agitator Jake Lang's security team and Metropolis Minneapolis Police Department Lieutenant Deaton Dubach before Saturday's rally. Lang's team sent police its planned route, detailed itinerary, staging photos, and information about all three vehicles. When it sent a photo of four men wearing ballistic helmets and vests, Dubach replied, "You guys are looking ready," with a fist bump emoji. Later messages add more important context. Dubach told the group it could not receive special treatment, the laws could not be broken, that its members would be asked to move along like everyone else, and that driving on the sidewalk was illegal. MPD says it never authorized the vehicles to use the sidewalk. Still, the extent and tone of the coordination deserves scrutiny, especially because prosecutors later cited those communications while explaining why felony riot charges would not be proven or could not be proven. So, yeah, the cops are in league with the Nazis. No surprise. No surprise. Dozens of text messages. This is all kind of written out here. Inside barricades, please copy. They said, I was advised to share with you that the police can't give special treatment to anyone, including this event. Stay safe and keep me posted. Literally, like, nudge, nudge. We can't give you special treatment, but like, whose side you're on. And yeah, I just wanted to give a little update on Jake Lang, because he's an asshole and I hate him. I don't know how I'm getting a phone call from Twitter? ? That's weird. But yeah, man, Jake Lang sucks. And I hope his funding dries up. I don't know where it's coming from. I would guess Peter Thiel, but that's just my guess for everybody. And I hope they fucking go away, man. I hope they go away. It's not fucking cool. It's not fucking cool. It's not funny. And god damn it, it's fucking frustrating. Anyways, that's that segment. Let's bring up the host of the show, Mr. D. What's going on?
How are you? Thank you for holding down the fort, dealing with a lot right now. Appreciate it. For those of you that don't know, I lost my mother 2 days ago after a long battle with some sort of movement disorder that science has not yet labeled, but it's very similar to MS. Yeah, it's very similar to MS, but the pace is really fast. So she went pretty quick. She wasn't able to talk for the last 3 years, wasn't able to take care of herself for the last 6 years. So it was pretty rough. But that's all by way of saying it was a good thing that she passed. It was one of those types of deaths where she is now finally free of all of that restraint and that discomfort, because she was not happy. As far as I am, like, people have asked me, oh, how are you? And because of the way she went, it's very matter of fact for me. Like, this is, a long time coming, and I felt so sorry for her for the last few years. That it's like, I haven't cried a drop, really. I did talk in my sleep
3 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. I did talk in my sleep a little bit the other night, according to my wife. So that was interesting. My subconscious is aware that my creator has passed. Interesting. Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
But it's a mixed bag for those of you who know my channel and have watched my Who Are MAGA series, Bible Beaters. I did 3 episodes, and they were very much inspired by my relationship with her. She was also featured a lot in the second essay, where I talk about where I come from, do the empathetic arithmetic on myself. Big personality, lots of she had 2 sides to her. She had the public side, which was nice and kind and listened and cared, and couldn't help but insert her religion into almost everything, right? But then there was kind of the private side, the darker side, the side that really resented that she was, as a Southerner, had to raise her kids in the Northeast, in the capital of American liberalism, and have kids that ended up being nothing like her, and that hurt her a lot. So, but that's that's her shit. Like that was her choice, was to be hurt by that, instead of having an attitude of, oh I can't wait to see what my kids end up becoming. It was like, oh, I'm gonna be disappointed if they don't end up becoming a certain thing. So mixed feelings, but overall, thank you for all of those of you, all the messages that I've received on social media. I really appreciate it. All the love has been great. But she was a baby boomer conservative capitalist and a Bible beater at that. So it's and kind of a Confederate flag waver too. So it's tough to. It's like it. With all that said, she is at the core of my rhetorical ethos, which means, for those of you who don't know what rhetorical ethos means, it basically means, why should I listen to this person? Why should I listen to this person talk about this given thing? And so my knowledge and understanding of the culture of conservatism starts with my relationship with her. A lot of it was studying and stuff after that, and living in the South and so forth, and meeting different kinds of conservatives over the course of my life. But the impetus to understand the psychology of conservatism started with her. Yeah. Here's to Maldal, Mama McBizness, for all your thoughts and prayers. Thank you for being here and being yourself.
Yeah, man. It's always hard, no matter what. I don't have a good relationship with my parents, even though I still live in their house. Especially my mom. I might have similar feelings, or less than you, when she finally goes, I mean, dude, we just lost Dolly fucking Parton and Tim Curry in a matter of 2 days. They're both 80. My mom is older than both of them.
Yeah.
She's hanging on like a fucking cockroach.
Yeah.
Now there's another, they say it comes in threes, and there's another 80-year-old that we know about, and he's sitting in fucking, what is it, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue? Yeah. So, fingers crossed, knock wood. But yeah, man, sorry to hear about that, but I got some fun stuff for us to talk about.
Yeah, let's do it.
You want to do Abdul first, or you want to do Hakeem first?
Hakeem, for sure.
All right, let's do Hakeem. Let me put the time code in.
By
the way, any This Space folks watching, maybe we have a channel in the Discord that is clips and timestamps. That makes it a lot easier for our lovely editor, Jet and Nick, and our producers behind the scenes to cut clips for us that they do out of the kindness of their own hearts. So please use that, because I have not been, and I didn't know until Jet let me know. But anyways, Hakeem Jeffries. So Hakeem Jeffries.
Or are you doing just the video that everyone's seeing, the one with the stupid
I'm doing
green
a couple.
Yankee hat?
I'm doing a couple.
Oh, you got a couple. Okay.
I'm doing a couple. He's
like a DJ.
Went to meet with Jared Kushner.
Yes.
And everyone was like criticizing him for that. And I just actually watched, before hopping on here, Jamel Bowie, journalist. He's been putting out these videos on YouTube, kind of taking a page out of like FD Signifier or Olayemi's book, where it's like, I'm not going to get into fucking Twitter battles anymore. I'm just going to put my thoughts on YouTube, and there it is.
Way to go.
And, I think it's a good idea.
That's the healthiest way for some people, yeah.
And he was talking about a concept I can't remember the name of, but where you look at something and you try to imagine the best possible reason for them doing that. And he was going, well, Hakeem is looking to, hey, we're probably going to win the midterms, at least the House, and we have to come to some agreements on budget and whatnot. All that aside, you should be just looking to fight them. And another video he put out, what Democrats can learn from Mitch McConnell: stymie them at every fucking turn. Do not let them get a single thing passed. And yeah, it's gonna hurt, but watch my Andor reviews to see how I think about that. So Hakeem Jeffries, this man right here, this is my favorite picture of him because it's so emblematic of his attitude. He tries to look tough and ends up looking like a child. And here's yet another moment where he looks like a fucking little kid in a giant oversized hat.
He's a disgrace.
He's a fucking disgrace. I wish I could. Is there a way to speed up? There is, because he takes so many pauses in this. I'm going to put it at 1.5 speed.
What we have to do here in Brooklyn is bring our people together to talk about what solutions make the most sense. And then we are done talking about them. Then we will talk some more and talk some more and talk.
And we'll never
more,
actually mention what
never
the solutions
actually
are.
do shit.
What's up, y'all? Just finished up an event here in the community in Brooklyn. I want to give you a little real talk on this Jared Kushner situation.
Real talk.
A little real talk.
Real talk.
That's the meeting
from the streets.
And I took it to discuss the affordability crisis that exists that is not a hoax.
Yeah, because, oh my God.
At the same period of
By
time,
the way, 1.5 speed. Those pauses are way longer. Way longer.
I shouldn't have to say it, but I am. No one is going to get a pass. We're going to hold every single member of the Trump cartel accountable.
Pause it there.
There you are.
How? What are you going to do? Are you going to prosecute them? Are you going to subpoena them? Are you going to put them in jail? We're going to threaten them. We're going to hold them accountable. But we're going to write letters or whatever the fuck. Like, he didn't say anything specific.
Beginning on day one.
Oh, day one. I love that.
Stealing from the American people, shortchanging the American people, or screwing over the American people, you're going to be held accountable. We're going to follow the facts, apply the law, and be guided by the Constitution. Beginning on day one, and hold the crooks accountable.
He's just not a smart person.
And that's what we've done as House Democrats. From the beginning of this Congress, battle the Trump administration on tariffs, battle them on Medicaid, battle them on Epstein.
Okay, so the tariffs, let's go through the line here. You battle the Trump administration on tariffs. He's still doing tariffs.
Administration on tariffs, battle them on Medicaid.
Medicaid, gutted, right? Also, you're not for not Medicaid for all. It's Medicare for all, but either one, both
doesn't matter.
Getting gutted.
Battle them on Epstein.
What happened with that?
Yeah, what happened with that?
Are the files out? Or is anybody being prosecuted? Todd Blanche says no one will be named or prosecuted.
Didn't Ro Khanna broker that deal that they did make?
Ro Khanna did it with Thomas
not
Massey.
Right. Not you.
Battle them on nutritional assistance.
Also,
no.
Trump keeps touting, we got all these people off of food stamps. Not they found jobs and they're making money so they don't need them anymore. We just kicked them the fuck off.
Right. Yeah.
Battle them on the Affordable Care Act.
That's the only thing that's like hanging in there, just because they still, after 14 years longer,
it's pathetic. But
they couldn't think of an alternative because their alternative is fuck you, go die.
The ACA is a Band-Aid for a fucking gash wound. Okay?
It's Mitt Romney.
It's Heritage Foundation. Everybody knows this who's probably listening to this. Battle them on the ACA. Go ahead and finish this, asshole.
Battle them on the reckless war of choice in Iran.
Battle them at the reckless war of choice in Iran. No, you didn't. You said it was great that the Ayatollah was killed. You said it's great. They just should have asked us first. That's all their criticism was.
But he's just he's a useful idiot. He's a useful idiot. That's what he is. And I don't know how the hell he became, I don't know how he got to this position.
Because
he's got to go. He cannot be speaker.
I agree.
This guy cannot be speaker. If he's speaker, we're not going to get shit done. It's going to be more. It's going to be incrementalism at best.
ICE funding also didn't change at all.
Funding and battle them on the unprecedented corruption unleashed on the American people. And we've delivered results. Pam Bondi is gone.
Oh God.
Kristi Noem is gone
because of you.
Yeah. What do you mean? Trump got rid of him because he hates women. What are you talking about? Pete Hegseth is still there. Greg Vivino was. You could have also said
Doesn't
Greg
matter. It
Vivino.
doesn't matter, dude. This is the party that lost to Trump in 2024.
Yeah, man.
Okay, this is still you're still holding that around your neck, homie. Like
Just
you're never gonna
getting
live that down.
started.
Yeah.
At the same period of time, the affordability crisis in this country is very real. It needs to be dealt with. I hear about it every day
How?
in a community in Brooklyn and all across the country, wherever I may be. People are drowning in this failed economy and are demanding action. We have a responsibility to deal with the fact that life is too expensive. Far too many people are stressed the F out when it's time to go to
The F out. You can't even say fuck, dude. I'm not. We don't even need to finish it. All right.
No, but he really
So-
is stupid. He really is stupid.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
he's,
Now
he's biracial, right?
I don't know.
I think he is. I think he's half black, half white. So you got to call him out, man. That's your obligation.
Look,
That's on you.
I'll tell you this.
That's on
Years
you.
ago.
This one's specific to Hakeem Jeffries. Hakeem Jeffries is all yours, brother.
Let's find
Go to
out.
work.
Let's find out. I don't claim him. Marlon
Pretty sure.
Jeffries, father. Okay, very black.
Yeah, Marlon, you would expect to be black, yes.
And then Lanita.
Lanita sounds black too.
That sounds black too. No, he's just light skinned. He's just light skinned.
okay.
He's not one of us. He's not even like Drake. Me and Drake are half and half. But anyways, this was posted by Austerity is Theft. I saw this. This is in 2013. Jared Kushner donated to the Cory Booker for Senate through the Kushner Company's account multiple times. March of 2013, June, and who knows how long this is. Who knows how many years this has been going on. Now, I'll tell you where I was in 2013. 2013, I was working as a data entry guy at a very, very small group that was, it's hard to explain what they did. I asked the boss several times. He was like, we're a union radio show. And I'm like, okay, but what union? And he's like, just union generally. All right. He had on Hakeem Jeffries when he was running for Senate and was endorsing him. Hey, you're going to be great, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't know any better at the time. I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. Like, hey, you're kind of close to politicians, whatever. I think Hakeem Jeffries, especially 2013, really just has been coasting on his Obama impression.
Yeah.
It's his cadence. It's the way he moves his hands. It's the fact that he is a light-skinned black guy.
He's also from Brooklyn.
It's from Brooklyn. It's simply the aesthetics, especially for the large swath of liberal people in the country who are just like, oh, you kind of look the same and you're kind of sounding and moving your hands similarly. You must be great like him.
I think people are waking up to how bad he is.
This
hurts him. This hurts him.
Yes.
This more than his. But yeah, I mean, he's the kind of guy that, I'm sorry, if you can't see through Hakeem Jeffries when he's communicating as a complete hack, if you can't see that he is dumb for a reason, and that's what I mean, a useful idiot, then you are not a good judge of people.
Yeah.
You are not a good. If you can't see that on your own, you have a lot of work to do with respect to understanding people's talent
and their motivations and interests. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talent. You're right. Now, sometimes you get fooled, and we all happens to all of us. I famously, there's fucking 7 people watching. Famously on this space, the national network. Now, we are building it out, so don't get it twisted. We are gonna fucking be there. But yeah, I was like, hey, Graham Plattner, sounds great. I like the way he's talking. I like the policies put forth. I don't understand how bad Blackwater is. I don't really care about fucking Reddit posts. People change, blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit. Bad fucking egg. So My bad. In 2020, before I was making any kind of fucking like YouTube videos or anything, I was like, oh shit, Tulsi Gabbard and Andrew Yang, they sound like Bernie. They're Bernie people. So now instead of just Bernie running in the primary, you got 3 of them. That's great. And then Andrew Yang just wants to sell books and shit, and Tulsi wants to just gain power wherever she can. Also, Tulsi was expelled or kicked out or like demoted or something in the Trump administration. So that's another woman that he got rid of. But yeah, Hakeem Jeffries, you should think of this. I'm pretending to stand up for something. I'm pretending to fight, but I really am just a little kid with a baseball bat saying, don't, please, stop. And here he is, after all this, on with CNN's The Wolf.
Blitzer. Oh, Jesus.
The Wolf himself, who I don't think has changed where he's been standing. I imagine Wolf Blitzer just stands in one spot and just
his entire life
has that voice and doesn't move. It's just a robot. That's my conspiracy theory.
I can't believe he's still doing it.
Me too. I'm like, how old is he? 80,000 years old?
Yeah, he's got to be really old.
Is he going to be the third?
No,
but here he is with Wolf Blitzer.
Leader Jeffries, you issued a statement yesterday slamming what you called the malicious claim that American Jews are inviting violence against themselves as, quote, dangerous and anti-Semitic. Was that in reference to far-left influencer Hassan Piker and his recent very controversial comments?
So no questions about Jared Kushner, what you would do in there, what the fuck you have to deal with. Are you going to get a slice of that island that he's trying to get from Albania? You're going to get a condo on the dead bodies of Palestinians? No. We're talking about fucking streamers again. This is like, remember years ago, CNN, there was the fucking plane, the Malaysia plane that like disappeared. Yeah. And CNN had wall-to-wall coverage for like weeks and months. Sure. It's because of the profit motive of the fucking news, okay? They shouldn't have ads. It should be publicly owned or nationally owned, or I don't want state media, but like,
well, there used to be a lot more rules.
There's fucking rules, dude. The fairness doctrine, right? That's the thing in the 80s that Reagan got rid of.
Right, and then there was the Telecom Act by Clinton.
And the Telecom Act. But like, this shit is fucking embarrassing. Well, let's see what he has to say.
Yes, those comments were dangerous, malicious, and anti-Semitic, and should not be tolerated by anyone.
The anti-Zionist Jews in my community.
This is what Hassan actually said.
A very tough job ahead of you. Well, you have to go back to your communities, try to get your elderly relatives to understand this connection between Israel and Zionism that is expressed over and over again through a lot of these Jewish institutions is teaching people the idea that Jews are monolithic. And this is a dangerous mode of propaganda. Because
now, we don't have to finish the whole clip, but like, again, Hakeem Jeffries is busy talking about a fucking streamer while he claims there's all these issues. The rampant corruption, fucking affordability, the war on Iran. People, he didn't bring up data centers. I wonder why.
But he gets asked about Hassan Piker. He gets led right into it.
He gets led right into it.
CNN leads him right into it.
Of course.
And they have chosen Hassan to be the lightning rod. There are other people they could go after. They could go after Kalinsky. They could go after. They could. Vosh probably isn't big enough.
Well, I mean, look, dude. They can go after. They can go after a lot of people. Okay, but they don't want to because they want to focus it on one person and they want to like break him. They also want
to make him radioactive. They want to make him radioactive so that everything he touches becomes contaminated. Right. And it's annoying to see Abdul hedge his bet with Hassan.
Yes.
It's
and I wanted to bring that up
strong.
too.
Like the message I have to everybody running for office on the left is just stay true to yourself. I know it sounds cliche and maybe a little cheesy, but don't worry about people telling you, "Oh, is this going to be popular? Is this going to be popular?" Just do it your way and let the chips fall where they may. And that's called having balls. You know, and women can have balls too, but that's what it's really about is just saying, "Fuck it. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to do what I think is right." and regardless
Word.
of when I win or lose, you know.
Exactly. And Hakeem, look, I am not thrilled with a lot of these progressive candidates being asked about Hakeem Jeffries. We're like, yeah, sure, I still support him, including my mayor, which, like, dude, you have nothing to do with Congress. You purposefully didn't endorse any Congress people in this last election cycle. He endorsed Congress people. AOC endorsed the city council, the state senate people. They kind of swapped. That was smart. You should not, any question you get about Hakeem Jeffries, I don't care about Hakeem Jeffries. I'm trying to help people. That's Congress's business.
Right.
I'm trying to help people here in the city. He's so good at it. Why is he saying it? Now, my best faith interpretation is he's trying not to start a fight.
Yes.
He's like, also maybe the strategy is let him become speaker. Let him become speaker and fucking be miserable at it. Have the fucking base erupt big to replace him, withdraw him. And then, okay, we'll withdraw him. We'll get him out like Kevin McCarthy was. We'll replace him with somebody you like. Like, I think they tried Matt Gaetz, but that didn't work. But we'll actually do it better. I don't know what the fucking strategy is.
I don't either.
But Hakeem needs to be fucking gone, dude.
It's that simple. I mean, addition by subtraction, and there's that whole, that's the cliche, one bad apple spoils the bunch. Well, the answer to that cliche is another cliche, addition by subtraction, right? You take the bad apple out, the bushel's not so bad. Like, come on, guys. It's not complicated. It's all institutions and organizations come down to people. And the establishment Democratic Party is now being led by losers and pussies and incompetents.
Yeah. So, that's a good transition. We're going to use Hassan as a transition to talking about Abdul. Abdul put out this statement. I don't know. What was this? 2 days ago, before his appearance on Jesse Waters, which we will talk about in detail. But my statement on Hassan Piker's comments regarding Jeremy Moss. So, first of all, as a Jew, he's right. Yes, Israel is making anti-Semitism more prevalent throughout the world right now due to their actions by intrinsically trying to, the propaganda of tying Judaism to the state of Israel, which has only existed since 1940 something. What year was it? 1947? 8?
Yeah, that's right.
But like, I have no fucking ties to Israel. I've been invited on Birthright when I was in high school, and I was like, nah. And my friend Bobby was like, yeah, dude, come. You should come. It'd be fun. Like, your mom's Jewish, so you're Jewish. And I'm like, well, my dad's Christian, so kind of cancels each other out. Like, doesn't fucking, like, I don't like being told what I am, man. I really fucking don't. I am half black, half white, half Christian, half Jewish. That's why I say it like that, because fucking religion is not goddamn inherited. It's an ideology. It's a fucking thought. You cannot inherit a thought. You can change your mind later. Like, goddamn, dude. But yeah, so what Hassan said there in the last segment, which if this was cut up in a clip, said, yeah, Israel is making Jews unsafe around the world. And this Jeremy Moss guy went like in a leaked phone call, said, I am more loyal to Israel because that is my homeland as a Jew, and in America we have been persecuted. So yes, I am more loyal to Israel. Literally, the dual loyalty, like anti-Semitic smear that's been used for decades against Jews in this country, this guy is literally being like, yeah, no, that actually applies to me then. So Hassan pointed that out. And Abdul, unfortunately, has some bad advisors around him, and put out this statement. He says, I believe all Americans deserve the right to advocate for what they believe without fear of violence. This is particularly true for communities that have been intimidated for their beliefs in the past. My commitment to Jewish safety is the same as my commitment to the safety of my own daughters. Anti-Semitism is a scourge, and we need to address it in all its forms. And I stand against any rhetoric that puts the community at risk. I want to be crystal clear. Nobody speaks for this campaign besides me and my campaign spokespeople. And while politicians and pundits try to make this race about a Twitch streamer, we're going to be talking about gas, groceries, good schools, and healthcare. Because that's what Michiganders keep asking about. That's why I'm fighting to get money out of politics, money in your pocket, Medicare for all. He should have not fucking said anything.
Yeah.
If he's asked about it, I don't know why you're asking me about what Hassan says. Me and him are not best friends. I appreciate
Right.
helping galvanize young people into the Democratic Party. Bah, 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 bah. But
this is where
this is
I
bullshit.
would love to be. This is where I would love to be the coach and teach y'all people of color a little something about entitlement.
Oh, you don't need to teach me. I got plenty of entitlement, boy.
But seriously, but that's what you're saying though, is that he has the attitude with the media of, instead of being defensive, being like, no, I'm not on your time.
Yeah, you're on
my time. Mm-hmm. And you're always gonna be on my time.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna be propositioned, because, like, dude, questions can be like daggers. Like, if you ask a certain question a kind of way and make someone look like an ass, like, don't you denounce, like for example, does Israel have a right to exist? How often do you hear, like, such a provocative question? And my answer right now is not as it exists today.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Like, if you had asked me that question 40 years ago, I would have said, yeah, absolutely. But with the way they're acting now, I don't know. Like, you turn it back on them and you put them off balance.
Yeah, exactly, so, Chuck. Quoting Watchmen, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Locked in here with me. Yeah, that's a good quote. That's a great quote.
And shout out Palky, who friend of the channel, possibly new host, contributor. Palky is on top of it, responding to Abdul. Hassan did not say anything wrong, nor did he call for violence. This kind of statement won't help. Please stop giving these people a single inch. They don't play by their own rules, which is true. Correct. But he did do exactly what you're talking about in this interview with Jesse Waters. I have a ton of clips from this. We don't have to watch all of them, but they're pretty fun. I
haven't seen it, so.
Okay, well, then we do have to watch all of them because this is pretty great. So here we go. This is a question. What does he say here? He's talking about Mike Rogers, his opponent.
You know what the issue is in America, in Michigan? What? The issue that people are worried about is not that somehow somebody's going to come and push Sharia law on them. The issue in Michigan is people are worried about how they're going to afford their gas. The issue in Michigan is, how am I going to see a doctor when I get sick? How am I going to keep my job? You're out here, honestly, you guys love to play this culture war game. Where you use these words that sound really foreign to avoid actually having to talk about the issues that everyday people like to talk about. Now, look, Mike Rogers is the guy I'm running against for U.S. Senate. And I know that you've had him on your show. Maybe he answers questions. I don't know if he does.
I've actually never had him on.
Only, but look, you haven't. So he's ducking your show, too, because he's ducking. Look, can we all agree? Like,
I haven't
Jesse,
invited him on.
We're going to have a debate, right? Can we all agree that Mike Rogers is a beta? Can we all agree with that?
I haven't even had him on.
To come on your show because he's afraid of getting grilled. You know what the...
Like, he's using their own rhetoric against them. And he's getting Jesse, who, dude, I want to also point out this fact. Jesse Waters. I've never seen Jesse Waters, like, have a hostile interview with anyone of substance. It's always been, like, random activist or someone who they get on the show that the producers know he can yell over and, like, look tough against. Much like Hannity, But in the past, this would be Tucker Carlson. And that would be a tougher interview because Tucker is tricksy, okay? But Waters doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's trying to imitate Hannity, and that's not a good thing to imitate. So he's not doing well here.
Waters is such a douchebag. I don't know how he hasn't gotten a bottle broken over his head in a New York nightclub. Like,
Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. I assume they all just go directly from the office to their home.
Yeah,
they don't
really hang around in Manhattan. Fox News
but yeah,
crowd.
so the next clip I have is about the right wing's favorite topic, other than Hassan Piker, trans people.
Yeah, good. Thank God.
Yeah, we gotta stop these crazy trans people from taking over the world because there's so many of them.
The idea that the government shouldn't tell you what kind of health care you should have. I just think the government shouldn't tell you what kind of health care you should have. And if you're a minor,
You want to try on kids?
Parent. Now, if you disagree with that, if you disagree that healthcare decisions need to be made by a doctor and their parents and a patient, then we think we agree to disagree. But you want to put government inside.
So Abdul, you're a doctor, right?
Selectively. I am.
So you think it's okay for a parent to slash his kid's ding-a-ling off?
Okay, I'm gonna let you sit with what he just said on national news for a second. You think it's okay for a parent to slash their kid's ding-a-ling off? Now, yesterday I reacted to a clip of ContraPoints. It's actually clipped out on the channel. Again, thank you very much, Jet. You can go watch that. She brings it back to like philosophy and like the origins of liberalism in general and how it had to do with like men fearing being castrated. I think men fearing being castrated or cucked in this day and age is kind of the entire Republican movement. I mean, it's also what the impetus was during the KKK time period, post-Reconstruction. Like, oh my God, their dicks are so big, all our women are gonna fucking leave us. Blah, blah, blah. It truly is. I watched when I was on vacation. I watched The Ladies Man. Do you remember that movie with Tim Meadows? Yeah. That is the plot of that movie. He is like banging married women, and then all the husbands like gather together and plot to find him and kill him. And that is the ethos of the Republican movement in this country. But so he just asked about, you want to let people slice ding-a-lings. And here's his response.
You think that's okay?
I mean, do you really want to have this conversation? Are you circumcised?
Yes, Chucky.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a
Jesse,
personal question.
Okay.
Doctor.
So you probably should want to move on.
Is circumcision's different than castration?
I think it's a problem. It's a problem that you think that you get to decide what happens between a parent, a doctor, and a patient. And I'm just saying that, yes, circumcision is surgery on a kid's ding-a-ling. So if you really want to bring that up, you can. I just think you guys are really selective about how you want to talk about these things.
Abdul, Michigan's not going for that. That is sick stuff.
You would know, Jesse.
Yeah.
Jesse's in the know, man. Jesse Waters is in touch with America. He's got the finger on the pulse of the American public. Let me tell you, in all major metropolitan and suburban areas.
Now, maybe a better answer would be like, this is a private healthcare. It's also young people under 18 aren't getting surgeries. The most extreme cases after years and years of therapy and counseling is maybe people getting top surgery, maybe under 18. Very rare. But like, this is also kind of effective.
If more people knew that, I think they wouldn't have as much of an issue with it. So there's something about being 18 years old and it's so funny because do you know when adolescence actually ends? When you act
25.
How old? 24, yeah.
Yeah.
24 is the last year, yeah. So you're right, 25, yeah.
That's when your brain stops developing or like settles.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's the next clip. This is it's a pretty good one about billionaires, right? So he wants to tax billionaires. Jesse Waters is against that. And here's Abdul kind of running circles around him on this question.
What are you going to do with more money? I mean, whatever I want.
I mean, Jesse, I don't know how much you make.
Look, not a billion.
I think I'd rather have. Well, yeah, look, so that's exactly it, right? The question ultimately is, do you want to drive on good roads or would you rather have a billionaire make a second billion? That's what Mike Rogers wants. That's what Donald Trump wants. Apparently, that's what you want. I think the people in Michigan want something different. They want good roads and good schools.
So you're saying Beyonce, who just became a billionaire, she has to break you off something every year? She has to pay the politicians.
It's not me.
The government.
It's the American public.
You're
Beyonce,
the one that wants the money
to be able to contribute back to the public schools.
He's so cheap.
That she went to.
He's so bad, dude. He's so bad. Jesse Waters works in one context the context he was originally on Fox for, which was being the young sidekick to Bill O'Reilly. He would go out on the man on the street interviews.
Yes, I
called
remember.
Waters World. Yeah. And then come back into the studio. Bill would be like, so Jesse, tell me what the kids are up to. Wow, that was a wacky, zany clip that you just put together. Thank you so much for that. And explain to Bill what the kids are into. And Bill would be the curmudgeon and be like, oh, I don't understand. This is wacky to me, blah, blah, blah. That's how it worked. Then Bill got fired from Fox. And Jesse stayed around, floated around. Okay, he's a host on the 5. He's doing this. He's doing after Eric Bowling also got fired. He's a host on the 5, and he has his own show. Jesse Water, they named it Waters.
Right?
But like, it was not prime time, and he was doing his shtick. He's trying. Everything he says, his entire tone, always is like, I could be joking or not. Kind of like Gutfeld. Honestly, and it doesn't work if you're trying to have him be like the main primetime guy.
So there's a little bit of a bro quality to Jesse Waters. That's obvious. Is the bad bro. I'm the good bro. He's the bad bro. The bad bros do this thing where they act as if something is so obvious that you'd have to be an idiot to disagree with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Jesse Waters just did there. Of like, well, you want the money of paying politicians, like those taxes. So now we're paying. What are you talking about? This is about tax revenue for the government to pay its bills. Like,
you're the one asking for the money,
right? Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, the government.
I'm not asking it for so I can have it,
right? So yeah, just like it's bad faith. It's bad faith argument.
Yeah, and I think again, even some Fox viewers are going to be like, Jesse, you know, he's not asking Beyonce to hand him money.
Yeah, but they still see. But back to the thing that we were saying about Akeem Jeffries, it's even worse with Jesse Waters, where if you can't look and listen to Jesse Waters and come to the conclusion on your own that this guy's a piece of shit, then are you ever going to get there? Like, are you ever?
You're probably a piece of shit.
Or you're just relationally handicapped. Like it's like I'm trying, it's like trying to play chess with someone that only knows how to play checkers. It's like
only knows how to play fucking baseball or something.
Right. So, if you can't do that natural personality evaluation, like with some of these freaks, like Kristi Noem was the same way. Pam Bondi was the same way. Like, what the hell? How can you look and listen to these people and think that they give a shit about making government work better for you?
And let me also point out, this is the only place this happens, right? Like, we know a Democrat going on Fox News is going to be a hostile interview.
Yes.
Nowhere else is that true. A Republican going on CNN, a Republican going on MSNBC, they used to think it was hostile, where it was seen as, oh, this is going to be tough when Trump has to sit down with NBC and blah, blah. Like, no, it's not. They're as deferential to him as possible. It's nuts. There should be an aggressive, dude, my fantasy, I'm locking the fucking doors. Your security's outside. Hey, you're not leaving this fucking room until I get answers to all these questions that I fucking have.
Yeah.
Sorry, surprise. Ashton Kutcher prank show. You're locked in here, bitch. But let's continue and see how he answers this question about billionaires and taxes.
I think she'd be happy to invest in good roads in her community. I think she'd be happy to pay a little bit more so that everybody had a little bit more.
You're reaching a little deep into the pockets.
Who cares how she feels?
On your channel, Jesse. That's a crazy thing. I thought you were for. I'm just saying. Look, at the end of the day, I thought you were for the everyday man. Like, if you're for billionaires more than you're for every other person, well, you and I are just going to disagree.
No, I just think I have the right to the fruits of my own labor. That's America. It's not communist that you're talking about.
No problem.
Let me ask you about socialized health care.
Billionaires don't make money. Let me just answer the question.
Sure.
No, let me go back to that.
Go ahead.
Billionaires don't make their money off of their labor. That, I think, is where you head off. Billionaires
make their money off their money.
So if you have $1 billion, your billion makes another 100 million. That's not the fruits of your labor. That's just the fruits of your money making money. I think it's okay. Like if we tax you at 7%, you're still gonna make what, a cool $30 million off your $1 billion. I think it's okay. They're gonna be okay, Jesse.
Yeah, I just don't like the idea of politicians like you capping how much money people make in America. That's just me. We can have the voters in Michigan decide.
We're not capping anything. That's not another bad faith moment from Jesse Waters. But what do you expect?
But also, like, if you watch this whole interview, did I freeze? No,
no, not me.
If you watch this whole interview, like, just as a segment, he is just moving from topic to topic to topic to topic, right? Because if he lets him talk a little too much, then it might actually convince some of the people who are going on or who are watching. And this is, let's see, this is the last.
The best you're going to get from a Fox News viewer out of that interview is, oh, I like him, but I still don't want him to win.
Yeah.
That's the best you're going to get out of a Fox News viewer.
Which is funny you bring that up.
Oh, I like that Muslim, but I still don't want him to win.
Right. And this is the last clip from the interview I have. And then I got a clip from Jesse Waters the next day, which is interesting that you said what a Fox News viewer would get from this.
But some of the stuff's just straight up wacky. You know, I don't know if that's going to fly in Michigan, but we're going to find out.
You know what's wacky?
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out. And you know what's wacky?
Yeah.
You know what's wacky, though?
Yeah.
Can I just tell you, you didn't ask me about?
What?
We got a president of the United States who cares more about the drapes in a ballroom that shouldn't be built than he cares about the war he just got us into, or that he cares about the affordability crisis. That seems to me to be a little bit wacky. So if we want to have a serious conversation about what Michiganders are feeling, I'd love to come back on and talk about getting money out of politics, put money in your pocket, passing Medicare for all.
Okay, we'll do it again.
I'm telling you, none of that is wacky, and that's what Michiganders want.
We'll do it again,
I look forward to it,
Doel.
Jesse. It was a good conversation.
All right, thank you so much. But some of
So, again.
Just a couple of bros, right, Jesse? No, dude, he doesn't like you, bro. He doesn't like you, and he would fucking destroy you in a fight, by the way. Doel would fucking destroy you.
His arms, are you kidding? One arm by time.
Dude, he's a laxer, man. He's a laxer.
So this is Jesse Waters yesterday, because the interview was on.
Going back to Jesse Waters. All right,
Monday.
we're going to the well. Here we go. Do it again.
Check it out. This is on the 5. At the day after that interview, which I think was on Monday. So this is yesterday now.
In this case, I thought the interview was fine. Thought it was compelling. He's a confident guy, kind of a guy's guy, but I don't trust him. You know, I like him. I don't want to like him. I like him for some stupid reason, but he's not right for Michigan.
So not just Fox News viewers, but Fox News hosts themselves. I like him. I don't think he's right for Michigan, but he's not a bad guy.
Absolutely nailed it, dude. Wow, I am tired of being right all the time. Jesus Christ, that is hilarious. I had no idea that, that's it. That's the best you can get. It's like, I still don't want him to win because he's a fucking Muslim.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's a bro. He's a very, look, Jesse
Well,
Waters.
actually, it's not even the
Jesse
Muslim
Waters,
thing, dude.
Let me explain something to you about Jesse Waters, because I know a lot of guys like this. Mm-hmm. They like to think they can get along with everyone if they try hard enough. They like to think they can get everyone to like them if they try hard enough. If they put their style and their skills to work, they can get everyone to like them. And it's like Jesse is like, okay, I'll be a little playful, have mutual respect, and it's like, you guys are playing, and you're Jesse Waters tries to trivialize these very serious issues and turn it into a fucking game. And it's like, yeah, politics is the game, but the coverage of the politics shouldn't be a game. The coverage of the politics should be information dissemination. And instead, he makes these bad faith points like, oh, taxes, oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, we need taxes for things like the fire department, police department, military, social security, like all this shit. And Jesse Waters, is not that guy. He's not that guy. He wishes he was that talented, but he's not. He's talented. If he were a liberal, he wouldn't get past. If he were on the left, he wouldn't get past the casting department. Yeah. But because he's a conservative, he works. It's like the dumb blondes. It's like the dumb blondes on Fox News.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it really was just, we need a young dude to go out and do man on the street interviews who people aren't going to immediately recognize as a Fox News reporter in New York City, in Manhattan, and just ask questions.
Right.
Because Bill O'Reilly was fucking ripping off Jay Leno.
Right,
he was
I know.
ripping off someone else before Letterman.
Well,
actually.
yeah, I mean, yeah, everything's a ripoff, though. There's
Yeah.
nothing, everything's a ripoff. There's nothing
But
original
I'm
anymore.
talking about specifically doing man in the street interviews, editing it so that you get rid of anyone who answers like competently or correctly.
Right.
So you get just dumb answers, and you go, "Oh, what silly dumbasses don't know this question?" Blah blah blah. And he only works in that context. He only works in that. I've talked about like, you know, there's YouTube channels that I watch that's like a group of people, and as soon as that group starts to split up, I'm not going to watch all your individual channels. I think you just work better as a group, and that's it. And maybe I stop watching. Like, I think a lot of Fox, probably a lot of viewers left, especially after Tucker, but probably left after O'Reilly. Now,
Well,
I don't know.
OAN and Newsmax, dude, is taking off the psychos.
Absolutely.
Like Fox News viewers are reasonable compared to the OAN and Newsmax.
They're grabbing them
watchers.
up. I mean, hell, Natalie Harp started as an OAN anchor, so we know how competent and rigorous their vetting process is. But so that's Abdul and Jesse Waters. I think he did a pretty good job on there. I saw a lot of people being like, "Why did he even go on Fox News in the first place?" Because
he needs coverage.
Because he needs coverage, and it's a clip economy. If I can go on there and I get some clips to go viral,
he did,
and he did, and now the rest of the media he didn't want to fucking talk about him is forced to, and that's the way it is.
Boy, he's a different kind of Muslim too. You know, like you got Mamdani, who's like the more artistic vibe, and then you've got Abdul, who's like a real athletic vibe, and it's cool. It's like it's really cool to see two different kinds of Muslims with different styles be such powerhouses on the left right now.
Yeah,
it's really,
it's great. I'm loving the diversity. There we got Melat Kiros in Colorado. We got Dara Liza and Claire Valdez here in New York.
And
Angie Nixon,
that's
in
huge.
Florida. Fingers crossed, knock wood.
But
yeah, I got a last segment here. We can go a little long because Lumen's not here. If you're down,
all right. I get a hard out at 5.
All right, so we could save it.
I'll
talk.
Go ahead and I'll bail out if I have something to say. I'll call, but I can do a couple of minutes after.
Let's fucking talk about Hassan because fucking goddamn it, everybody's talking about him. I literally remember being on Leftist Mafia back in March, and the fucking title of the show was like, the media can't stop talking about Hassan. Now it's been months. This is now the midterm strategy for the Democrats and the Republicans because they got nothing else to fucking talk about. Other than Republicans have two things. They got Hassan and trans people. Democrats only have Hassan and vague anti-Trump fucking rhetoric.
Right.
Here is CNN, because again, fucking wall-to-wall coverage, and something I haven't seen anybody else do until now, and I like this kind of report here.
Campaigns with the Hassan Piker. And also, can I just talk about that point real quick? Do you mind, Boris? Okay. This is what I don't understand about Democrats right now. So when Obama was running for president in 2008, he disavowed Reverend Wright, who said something to the effect of about 9/11. It was America's chickens coming home to roost. The same parallel is with Hassan Piker, except now the Democratic Socialist candidates, because let's be real, El Sayed is, even though he doesn't claim to be socialist, the DSA is like, we approve, we love him. They're not disavowing him one bit, but they're not eschewing Hassan Piker. They're saying, well, you know, he kind of hangs out with some of our candidates, and we're going to bless that indirectly.
So now I
That's
was
not a
respond
great.
to this. So now your argument is guilt by association. Is that correct?
No, you're known by the company you keep, and I'm saying
known by the company
Obama.
you keep.
Okay.
No matter your company you keep in guilt by
Same
association
thing.
is the
Same
same
thing.
fucking thing.
Same
Dumb
thing.
fucking idiot.
No, I want to finish this point. I want to finish this point. You said known by the company you keep, right? So I have a really hard time when Republicans make this argument because I happen to been following Donald Trump for the last 20 years. And so the company he keeps is dictators from around the country. It is from around the world. It is Jeffrey Epstein. It is crooks and criminals. It is Nick Fuentes having lunch with him. So you guys have the gall to talk to anybody about guilt by association?
Donald Trump, let's talk about exact parallels. Number one, is Donald Trump stumping with Nick Fuentes? Or
He had lunch with Nick Fuentes.
Oh, he had a
right.
He was at a table.
He was at a table. I don't know what they're talking about.
And their video.
She's defending Trump.
People just show up at the lunch
Is
table.
that a problem for you? Are you okay with that?
Show up at the lunch table.
You okay with him partying with Epstein?
I am not going to relitigate this.
Oh, now you quiet. Now you're not enunciating like you were enunciating before, but now you quiet.
I'm just there's no truth.
There's no
to
truth.
that.
Okay.
To the video of him with Epstein.
If I could reclaim my time.
For God's sakes, you thought Crossfire was bad with two idiots yelling at each other. It was 5.
Nobody's
come
yelling.
on.
Nobody's getting any insight offered.
Yeah, how fucking educational is this? But look, I remember when Donald Trump was the bad association. Do you Republicans being asked, do you want to see Obama's birth certificate? Do you agree with Donald Trump that you should demand Obama's birth certificate? Also, let's bring up that blonde woman and her points about Reverend Wright. Who was the person who made that an issue? Hillary fucking Clinton.
Right.
Hillary Clinton's campaign is the one who made that an issue. And what did he do?
I forgot about that.
He did disavow it. And I didn't know because I was not really paying attention in 2008. But apparently, I'm taking her at her word that the thing that Reverend Wright said that was so offensive was it was chickens coming home to roost. And yes, that's called blowback. It's called you fucked over these fucking lunatics that you used as a proxy to fight the Russians in Afghanistan, Reagan. And then you cut off all arms and said, all right, good luck. Go fuck yourselves. We don't need you anymore. And they were like, all right, well, we're going to fucking plan for 10 years and come back and hit you hard. And they did. That's what it was. That's what it was. It's not fucking controversial. That's all. And to even make the comparison of Hassan Piker with anyone else is ridiculous. Again, here's a Twitch streamer. So is Nick Fuentes, to be fair. I'll be devil's advocate. Nick Fuentes is also a streamer who is getting fucking money from somewhere because ain't no way he built that studio by himself. And is an asshole. He's just an asshole on the internet, and you can ignore him. But Donald Trump chose to have a meeting with him. I don't know who convinced him to do that.
Yeah, I don't know how you can.
I would guess Donald Jr. or somebody.
But Hassan has just become his lightning rod, man. It's just it's gonna get old talking about him because they're gonna fucking. I worry about his safety. I hope he has good security.
Me too, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think both the Republicans and really the Democratic Party want him to go away. They want a Charlie Kirk, and